Hi, it's Stephen at Goodie Goodie, and I'm making steamed chocolate pudding. Here it is. That's beautiful, isn't it? That chocolate sauce over it. And starting by sieving some self-rising flour. And I had to make that. I don't have self-rising flour, but you can make it with baking powder and a little bit of salt. Now adding cocoa powder. Being so thorough here. And what's next? Sugar. Why I'm sieving sugar, I don't know. I'm trying to be really responsible here. I'm really bad for not sieving things, so again, I'm on my best behavior in this video. And some vanilla. And then, oh yeah, I tried to do brown sugar and it won't go through the sieve. So after some futility, I turn off the video and do it off camera. And now adding some butter that's room temperature, nice and soft. And a couple of eggs. Nice thing about this recipe is just all in one bowl. You just put it all together and mix it up. Now, normally you would do this in a mixer. I tend to try to do things by hand as much as possible. But if you're using a mixer, just use a paddle attachment and mix it on medium for just a couple of minutes. You don't want to overmix it. And that's what you end up with. It looks that's beautiful. And now taking a piece of butter and coating the inside of my bowl and doing it right up to the top because you don't want the pudding to stick to it. You want it to be really easy to get out at the end. And I added a piece of parchment paper, just cut a circle and stuck it in the bottom. So now we're ready to add our batter. And we show too much of this, but it's always really nice to watch battery goo falling into a bowl. Look at that. Lovely. And taking a piece of foil and forming, this will be the lid on your bowl, just putting a crease in the top, putting it on the bowl, and then tying it with a piece of string. This is something else. I had to turn off the camera because I could not get the string to tie around the bowl. It kept slipping off. It was kind of embarrassing. So you'll see it. The next view is with the string already attached. There we are. And cutting the extra foil off with some scissors. Now, this makes my teeth go on edge. I don't know about you. I hate cutting foil with scissors. Totally creepy. Yuck. And now taking a large bowl, or a large pan I should say, and dropping the bowl into it. Just leaving some space on the side, and then I'm going to fill that with boiling water that I boiled in a kettle, and just filling it about halfway up the bowl. Now we turn the stove on to medium, and put the lid on that big pan, and just let it sit there, steaming away for an hour and a half. So it's a long time, but it turns out really well. So now it's finished through the magic of video. Taking the lid off, going to flip it over onto a plate. Easy, comes out no problem at all. And removing the parchment paper. There we are. Isn't that beautiful? It's really light, not very sweet. And now we're making the chocolate sauce. So adding some milk to a pan and some cream. And then we heat this on medium until just before it starts to bubble. So that's all finished. It's warmed up, and adding our chocolate. That just sits for a minute, and then I think we had something else. Oh yeah, vanilla and a little bit of salt that I don't show here. And then after it's sat for a minute, we stir it up, and this is real time. It's that baking magic where it looks like it won't happen, but magically this beautiful sauce appears. And here it comes. Wow. That is amazing. So you want this to be hot, the sauce to be quite warm, and the pudding to be quite warm. So pouring it over the top of the pudding, and I should stop right here so that just a little bit falls down the edge, and it'll look really cool. This is what it should look like if you do it properly, and this is what mine looked like. I'm such an idiot. I thought there was way too much chocolate sauce. We actually need it because the pieces need a lot of sauce. The pudding is actually really light, and it needs that chocolatey sauce. And you should heat it up in the microwave. It's better when it's hot. Be sure to check out our show Baking for Change on Rogers TV this fall.